We're back. 7:56.
Back again. Is that like an Eminem song?
I have no idea. We're too old for that. It's Sunday morning at 9:56. We're back at the bins.
9:56?
Whatever. I'm on
7:56? You're on Central Time?
I'm on Mountain Time or Central Time. Anyway, 7:56 going into the bins. I think my approach is going to be low expectations. I feel like yesterday was so good that there's no way today's going to live up to that. So I'm just going to be hopeful that I find something good, but not expecting a ton. What's your plan of attack?
I don't know. The whole time you've been filming, your thumb has been over my face, so I'm not sure. I can't see anything. Anyway, I'm going to do the same as usual. Hopefully, we got about 2 hours to hit the bins today. We got a lot of work to do today in our show, and we took yesterday off, so I did not get a lot of things done I wanted to get done. So I'm feeling the pressure, guys.
Feeling the
pressure. Like if you have a 9-to-5 job, the Sunday night dread heading into work on Monday, that's what I'm feeling right now. But I have a lot of work to do. I love my job, but I feel like I got a lot to do right now.
True. All right, let's hit it. Let's bust a move. That was very disappointing for me. You did all right, though.
Yeah, I spent $58. Same amount I spent yesterday, actually, within like 75 cents. It's kind of weird. But yeah, I think I got some good things. I mean, my goal is always to have one item that pays for the entire lot, and then everything else is gravy, and I definitely succeeded today.
I think, well, if we're going by that metric, then I very much succeeded because I spent $5 on 5 things. I don't know if I jinxed myself or if I was just being realistic, and I was correct. It was pretty weak today.
No, it was weak sauce. I mean, I didn't get a lot of clothing items.
I mean, I found 2 things that I was actually like excited about, and the other 3 were just filler. So with this haul, Vikki will show you the top 10 of what she found, and then I'll show my 2, and I'll probably just show Colorado stuff because I have lots of Colorado stuff still to show. So, but yeah, and now we're gonna go into the gross out because Vikki bought this delicious jelly jam. I don't know what it was. It had like passion fruit or something in it, and I may have eaten all of it. Which, how do you feel about that?
I didn't even get to try it. I tried one little bit. You tried it.
But to be fair, as I pointed out to Victoria moments ago,
who eats a whole thing of jam in like a couple of weeks? So that's
well,
weird.
it's like a little. First
jam
of all,
lasts for like a year.
No, incorrect. Okay, listen. It's a different kind of jam. It's like kind of tart, and it's got passion fruit in it, and it works really well with like charcuterie stuff. Charcuterie. So like I've been having it with like cheese and salami and stuff like that. It's very delicious, and to be fair, there have been many times when I have purchased something for myself to eat, and if I don't eat it right away, guess what? It just magically disappears.
I mean, you should eat your stuff faster.
Yeah, so your little outrage over me eating your jam, uncool.
I think outrage is a bit of an exaggeration.
You screamed.
I screamed?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Liar.
I tried to get on video, but I was too late.
Liar, liar, pants ablaze.
All right, so we're going to go see if we can replace that, and then we got to get back home, get to work. Oh my goodness, we're back again! This is like our 3rd video in a row that we're filming, so for like the next week and a half,
we're apparently wearing the same clothing every day.
Really love these outfits. I think that this one's actually going to go out, now it's going to have to, I think this is going to go out on Thursday, so this is going to be our Thanksgiving Day video. I know we already did like a little bit of an intro going to the bins. We're filming this on Sunday. All the stuff you're showing you found today at the bins. You actually had a decent day.
Yeah.
I, on the other hand, did not have, I only got like 5 items. I'm going to show 2 of them here, and then the rest is going to be from Colorado. But for those of you who are just hanging out, maybe you're bored. I know a lot of people are busy with family, but a lot of people are like kind of get bored and they just want to sit around and maybe watch a haul video on Thanksgiving. So happy holidays, guys.
Gobble, gobble.
That's your Thanksgiving greeting? All right. That's pretty good. What'd you get today?
Okay, I will start with this. This is vintage. It's made by Gemmy, 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 depends on who you are, what you call it. But it's vintage. This is probably like early 2000s, late 90s. Always pick up the Gemmy stuff that works. So this one actually works, and that was why I grabbed it. because if it hadn't been working at the bins, I may not have grabbed it.
Want some candy? Take a treat.
Ooh. So I know we're past season for it right now, so the comps are going to look a little low from the last month or so. But heading into the holiday season, if you find these, they work. There's also one that has a head and stuff like that. They sell pretty well. So again, I probably paid $3 or $4 based on the weight, and it'll sell for like 50 or 60 bucks. It may wait until next year, but I don't mind. I don't mind that.
That's all right. So it's funny, I got 5 pieces and 4 of them were red today. So I got 4 red, 1 black. This is actually the first thing I found that I was actually excited about. I will say Vikki went right over this. Not only didn't get it for herself, didn't even grab it for me. Somehow didn't think I
wasn't interested in it, so I didn't think you would be. Sorry.
Guys, it's like she doesn't even know me.
Yeah, not at all.
This is vintage. It's a vintage sleep shirt. It's very, very soft. It's single stitch. It even has a Goodwill tag on it. Apparently the tag says seasonal Christmas cloth. So probably should put it with the Christmas. It's dated the 22nd of September. And it was only $1.99.
You would have bought that at the Goodwill for $1.99.
I absolutely would have. It's actually in really good condition, but it's a sleep shirt. Look at this, guys. Look how awesome it is. It says, "Have an awesome Christmas." Now, how is it that you saw this and thought I wouldn't want it?
I don't know.
Guys,
I don't even know you.
she doesn't even know me. Look at how cute it is. I've been picking up all the sleep shirts. I actually really love the sleep shirts. And it's single stitch. Because the thing about sleep shirts, they're one size. They're usually huge. And so somebody can get it as a sleep shirt. But they're also, for somebody who's like a bigger size, a lot of times it's like, it could be worn as like a 3X, 4X t-shirt.
That's true.
And so it's like one of the few ways that somebody who is a bigger size can actually wear a cool vintage t-shirt.
Because they're really hard to find. You're right.
Really, really hard to find. So,
all right, fair enough.
Just saying.
So I just wanted to show this. This is a Bolo brand, and keeping with the Christmas tradition. Katie hasn't seen this yet. This brand, RSVLTS, it is a Bolo brand for men's shirts. And sometimes they're short sleeve, sometimes they're long sleeve. They actually feel like crap. It's this weird polyester feeling. I don't think they're nicely made. However, they are quite popular. This is a men's size medium. This one is the Home Alone shirt.
That is awesome. The graphics are so freaking cool.
It's got the graphics. It's got all the pitfalls, all the things that he does to like, that Macaulay Culkin does to like thwart the robbers. It's pretty fun.
I love it.
So for whatever reason, these shirts, depending on the pattern, it's not every pattern, but depending on the pattern, they're definitely a bolo. I'm going to sell this. I probably paid $1.50. It was tossed over in a bin that had been gone through several times, and I'm going to sell this for like 75, 80 bucks.
That is awesome.
So again, just keep an eye out for this particular brand. Certain ones, I mean, go ahead and do like a solds by that brand, and you'll be able to see which patterns are worth getting. When I find it, and I don't find it, this might be the first one I've ever picked up, I'm going to grab it every time, even if it's a brand I don't necessarily know. They feel like crap. I don't know. It feels like a cheap shirt. I would not buy that in a store, but clearly other people feel differently. So I'm going to get the people what they want.
Yeah, exactly. All right, my other piece I was excited about. Now, we were only in there for like an hour and a half today because it became very quickly apparent that it was not going to be a good day. Although for you, apparently you still got a bunch of stuff. But you were kind of over it by 9:30 anyway.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling it.
Yeah, so this has no tag, but you can tell it is vintage. It has a nice thick collar. It's got the single stitch all around. And the front of it says ISU Microbiology. I don't know what ISU is. Maybe it's Iowa, maybe it's Illinois, but ISU Microbiology. And in the back, this is like the nerdiest shirt ever. It made me really happy when I grabbed it. It says, "Scope us out," and it's a microscope.
All right, that's a nerd alert.
Nerd alert. So for me, even though it was a super, super weak day as far as that goes, we were only there for an hour and a half, and this shirt and the sleep shirt especially made it worth the trip. At least I got to have 1 or 2 pieces where I was really excited. And this is a nice, decent size too. So, hey, scope us out, nerds.
Nerds. All right, so I did pick up some kids' clothes, guys. I'm trying really hard not to, but it's making it difficult when you find the cutest little vintage pieces. Sometimes they sell fast. Most of the time they sit. I'm not going to lie. It's probably not great to be sourcing baby clothing, but I can't resist, right? And especially, I'm going to get these listed real quick.
I feel like dresses, the dresses
they're holiday. Yeah, and the vintage dresses do pretty well. But this is vintage. This is probably 80s. The brand is not really important. Made in the USA, 80s.
Jolene.
This is 24 months or 2T type thing. But it's a little Christmas dress, right? So it's white, and it has the little ruffle and ribbon. It's like a little circle skirt. It has the rosettes. This is perfect for a little holiday dress for a little girl going to do pictures with Santa Claus. So I probably paid 50 cents. I couldn't resist, guys. And then I'm going to show this one right the same. I've got 3 kids things I'm going to show all together. This feels dead stock and also Christmas.
Oh, that's real
vintage
cute.
80s. Look at this thing.
Come on.
Does somebody have a baby that needs this? Because this is like a newborn. This is maybe 3 to 6 months. I'll have to measure it because the tags were cut out. It's that super soft fleece on the inside. And these are like little 3D.
That's really
It's an ornament, cute. And the candy cane are 3D. I mean, guys, come on. It's got the little snap crotch. I would have put my kid in this. This is very 80s. And I love it, and it feels dead stock. It's actually stiff. It doesn't feel like it has been washed or worn. Maybe a kid wore it for pictures and they took it right off. I don't know, but I'm gonna probably list it for like 40 or 50 bucks.
It's very cute.
And one more kids thing. This is not Christmassy, and it's not that, but the vintage. It is vintage. It's probably 90s, early Y2K. This brand used to be really good for women and girls. It's Oi Lily. You can barely see the tag. It's OILILY. The tag is like real faded, so you're probably not going to be able to see it. But it's this really cute denim dress that snaps down the front, and it has the short sleeves. And I don't know what size this is, but it's probably like a 4-ish. And I'm also going to list this around the $50 mark. It's just really, really cute. So yeah, sometimes I got to pick up the kids stuff. I can't help it.
Very cute. All right, guys, I'm jumping back into Colorado stuff because I have a lot of really cool stuff to share, and only got a few things today at the bins. This is super soft. This I got from, I'm pretty sure I got this from Alex. Again, my average cost in Colorado was $7. This one in particular might have been, I think this one was either a $7 one or a $15 one. But this is a Miller Lite beer. They used to do all these awesome Halloween shirts. When I went and researched this, I was really jealous of some of the really cool Miller Lite Halloween tees that are out there. This one says, "Welcome to our Lightmare." It's got the haunted house on it. Yep, exactly. You can see it says "now serving light beer," and then on the back it actually says "Witches and Warlocks Locust Hills Golf Club." Really cool. Now this green paint that's on the graphic, I really did think it was going to be glow in the dark, because usually it's this kind of like greenish, yellowish, right? And so I went into the bathroom to test it, and I was very disappointed. It is not glow in the dark.
Well, maybe it used to be and just doesn't glow anymore.
Yeah. The comps aren't like crazy great for this. I think I priced it, I already listed, I think I priced it like 70, hoping to get like 50. But it's just a really cool shirt. It's really fun. It might not sell anytime soon. It might take till next year, Halloween time. But I wasn't going to leave this behind because you guys know me. I love me some Halloween stuff.
That's true. It's true, you do. So Katie grabbed this for me at the bins today. It is vintage. There's no tags. I can just tell by the construction it's vintage. It is reversible. It is this beautiful, like Chinese, Asian, it's almost like a smoking jacket. Mm-hmm. So it's gold with like the Asian medallions on it, tone on tone. And it's a satin. It's reversible. It is velvet on the other side. And it is a reversible one. It doesn't have any pockets. It is men's. If it had pockets in the front, it would be more of a smoking jacket, like almost like the deep pockets, like you put your hands in down the front. It doesn't have that, but I'm still going to list it as a smoking jacket. It's just really, really cool. And I love it. It has the frog closure buttons on the front and the high mandarin collar. And it also is reversible and has the frog buttons in the velvet as well. I really love it.
So you're saying I should have kept that for myself since I had a bad day.
I mean, maybe you should have, but
I didn't realize it was men's.
tough titties.
My mistake.
And it did not sell at Goodwill because they had it priced at $25. And I would not have paid $25 for it. Will I
How much
pay
did you list it for?
$3 or $4 for it? Yes. I'll probably, again, my price point that I love things at is like $129.95, and then I'll take anything over like $80 to $100 for it.
Yeah, missed opportunity for me, guys.
Totes,
Boy is by
totes
face red.
missed.
All right, next up for me, I've got this cool. Now I almost didn't grab this at first because I just kind of glanced at it and it was just like a bunch of writing and it had a little thing on the front of it. And then I realized it was Jackson Hole.
Oh, you like
skiing.
Jackson Hole?
I love Jackson Hole. I've been there before. It's beautiful there. And I just like it's got the little ski. What do they call these things? The
Chalet.
something like that. There's another word.
Oh, the
for
lift.
The lift, right? But there's another word for that specific kind of lift. Anyway, and this is like dead stock. It's on the Juanita tag. It's a really big size. It's a 2X, and it's got this safety message on the back. Safety message: our mountain is like nothing you've skied before. And it's got Rendezvous Mountain, Jackson Hole. It's got like the little black diamonds symbols on it. It's single stitch. So I just thought it was really cool. I think I already listed this for like 70, but I'm hoping to get like 40 to 50 for it. Again, I priced really high, but I have offers on almost every platform,
And you leave
including
room for
Etsy now.
offers. Yeah.
So it's like I'm going to leave room for that, which is why I always think it's funny when somebody messaged me. It's like, why is this price on? And I'm like, just make a freaking offer. Like, why you got to ask the question, man? Anyway.
Took you longer to type that out.
But it's cool. Nice little ski. I do wish I had like a big ski graphic on the front of it, but it is what it is.
Okay, so I saw this right away when we walked into the bins this morning. I did grab it. It needs to be washed, and it is not vintage, but this is a thick pile Sherpa Pendleton blanket. It's not wool Pendleton. It's a thick pile blanket. We actually have one that List Perfectly gave us at some event or another. I think it might have been open last year or our event last year. I can't remember. But we have one, and it's one of the most comfortable blankets. It's a smaller lap blanket size. And I love it. It's super soft. Now, these are the ones I think they were selling at Costco, so they're not like a ton of money, but I would say this is probably a king size. If I didn't skeeve used blankets, I'd keep it for me. I haven't measured it yet, but it has the little leather Pendleton tag on the corner. And then if it is a king size, it's probably going to sell for like $75. And if it's a queen size, probably $60 or so. It needs to be washed, but look how cool.
Love it.
It's got a really cool colorway on it. I like it.
Very nice.
Yeah, so I mean, I probably paid like $6 or $7 because it is pretty heavy.
All right, this shirt just makes me laugh. This is not quite vintage. It is 2007, but generally when I list something that's like 2007, it's like with the people who are involved in like the vintage t-shirt world, they generally will call like anything kind of Y2K
15
vintage.
to 20 years vintage. Yeah.
So I'll just say vintage and then I'll actually have the date. And of course I show the date in the pictures and everything. This is on the jerseys tag. This makes me laugh. It's a mosquito. Look, it's a mosquito.
Ridiculous.
I think I listed this at like my $50 price point and hope to get like $40 for it. It's goofy. It's silly. It's kind of creepy. I don't know, like look at this little stinger thing. That's he's gonna suck that blood right out. It's kind of creeping me out, man. Anyway, I love it. It's fun.
It's very dorky.
Yep.
So today was kind of like a bags day at the bins. I got a bunch of bags, and they're not all worth a ton of money, but they were worth picking up. So this one is vintage, probably 80s or 90s. I'll look it up to get the exact amount, but it's canvas, leather wrapped. It's polo, Ralph Lauren. It's a duffel bag. It's this hunter green color, which tells me it's probably
really nice.
Probably the 90s. It's a fragrance bag, so it was probably a gift with purchase fragrance bag. But it doesn't sell for a ton, but it should sell for like the $50 to $60 range plus shipping. And again, I'll put it in. It'll probably sell on Etsy. This is very much an Etsy type thing. It's a duffel bag. It's pretty cool.
You got a bunch of bags yesterday too. You probably got like 10 bags between yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, for some reason it's been a bag week. So
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind picking that up for $4 or $5 if I'm going to sell it for 50 or 60. So.
All right, this is another shirt that I paid up for a little bit. This is on the Fruit of a Loom tag. This is going to be early 90s, late 80s. This is, you can see the single stitch there. I think I paid like 25, 30 bucks for it. But again, everything that I got in Colorado, the average was $7 an item. So I'm just going to go with this cost me $7. I'm sticking to it. I'm sticking to it. Obviously, there were things I paid less than $1 for at the bins. Anyway, but this is a really fun shirt. It's the Juji Fruits shirt. And when you look up comps, there's quite a few of the Juji Fruit shirts, but they're all like a little bit different. This one, there are other ones like this. A lot of them don't have this on it, but this has the Say No to Drugs on it, which is kind of fun. And so I think I did list this for 100, hoping to get 70 to 100 for it. But again, there's other ones out there. There's ones that are cheaper. So the hope is that I would sell this on another platform like Etsy or something like that, because the majority of the comps I found, of course, were on eBay. But just a really fun, I like the snack t-shirts, and I love that this one says Say No to Drugs on it. Just eat lots of candy.
Ridiculous.
And get the diabetes.
The beatus. All right, so this is another bag that I purchased. This is a vintage Donald Pliner. Mostly shoes is what you're going to know that brand by, but this is a really, really nice, heavyweight leather suede hobo bag with like a studded accent on it. It's in really, really beautiful condition on the outside. Now, the inside is another story. The inside is a little bit dirty. However, you know, it's fine. I'm still going to list it. I'll photograph it. I'll list it. It's got this big braided leather, big sized hobo bag. Now, some people sell Donald Pliner too cheaply. I don't think you need to. I do think I can get like 60 bucks for this, even with the condition issues, because everything else about it on the outside is in great shape. I did a suede brush it a little bit. It's got some dust and dirt, but it's not stained or ruined. It's just the inside is not fantastic.
Very nice.
I probably paid $5.
All right, next up, I've got, if you remember from our videos last week, I found some really cool vintage tech tees, and I love anything that's vintage technology. This is from, I believe, so this is Sun Microsystems, and you can see the graphic on the back, I think, is just absolutely my favorite. This is from that ARC thrift store where Vicky was stealing my dopamine hits. But I did find this one, I'm pretty sure, although Vicky could have gone right in front of me and grabbed it first and then gave it to me like the jerk that she is. But
so rude.
So this doesn't have a date on it, but what's nice is it says, imagine what the new Solaris 8 certification can do for you. So that's a clue. So I was able to look up the Solaris 8, and I was able to see that the launch for this was in the year 2000. So now I know this is a vintage Y2K. You see this for the volume tag. This is definitely a tag you would see in the late 90s, early 2000s. But just a really cool, great condition Sun Microsystems tee. I think I listed this for 100. I was able to find one sold of the same shirt in Terapeak from like a couple of years ago. I don't remember what the price was, but there were none available other than this one. It's got the really cool, it's like a hiking graphic. So it's just like a really neat shirt, I think. And hopefully I can get some good money for it. But I got this at ARC. So again, I'm saying the average is $7, but I think I paid like $4 or $5 for this particular shirt.
I don't even think they paid that much. Their t-shirts were priced pretty cheap.
Yeah, they were priced pretty cheap. That's true.
Okay, another bins bag. Now this is another one of those brands. I don't necessarily pick up the newer stuff because it just doesn't have the sell-through rate. Michael Kors. So Michael Kors used to be really expensive, used to be really well made. It's kind of like Coach. It's cheapened down over the years. Still retails stupid high prices, but resell not great. Now this is an older, all leather, heavy Michael Kors bucket bag. It has some wear on the bottom. I'm going to like leather clean it on the outside to shine that up a little bit.
Nice leather wipes.
Got some nice leather wipes. I also have some nice leather conditioner. And it's really nice and clean on the inside. The straps, there's no damage or anything to this. This is a really nice bag. I just got it a couple of hours ago. I have not looked it up. But when I have picked up Michael Kors bags that are all leather and the heavy like this, they do sell pretty well. So I'm thinking I can probably get at least $75 for this, maybe even more. It's a really nice brown bag. It's not my style. If it was, I would keep it. It's that well made. Yeah, so again, probably paid $5 for it. It's worth every bit of that.
Very nice. All right, next up, this is another shirt that Lisa of Angelisa handed to me right after the Lee shirt that didn't have the best comps. But this shirt is amazing. I got so many Wrangler shirts this last week. And look at this awesome.
That's a good one.
Paisley. It's like a Paisley Southwestern print.
Yeah,
it's got the
pretty
Paisley, but then
funky.
it's got the really cool kind of Southwestern kind of geometric design.
Like bandana. It looks like bandana.
The only thing that would make this better is if it had the pearl snap buttons. It doesn't, but it is still a Western shirt. And it's just super, super awesome.
It's good size.
I was able to find comps of this. The prices are kind of all over the place. I did price it. I think I priced it at 100. I might have priced it at 70. I can't remember exactly. But I think I should be able to get $65 for it at least, even though there are comps out there for it. But it's a nice size, and it's just really, really vibrant color. I love it. I think it's fan-freaking-tastic.
It's very cool. All right, and this is my last item. Yet another bag from the bins. This one does have some damage. I'm a little iffy on, it must have come from the same person as the Michael Kors bag because it had a price tag on it. They must have tried to sell it at the garage sale for $5. The Michael Kors bag had one as well. But this is a vintage, it's made in Italy, first of all. It is a big oversized leather bag, and it's like a crackled leather. It does have a little bit of damage. The more I'm looking at it right now in the light, the more I'm thinking I may or may not even list it unless someone wants it for repair. But, you know, yeah, I'm not going to list it. Sorry. I'm going to show you anyway because the brand is worth picking up. So I probably paid $4 or $5 for it. It actually has too much peeling and cracking on it. I couldn't see it until the light right now. But made in Italy. Here's the brand is Golden Blue, BLEU, with the French spelling. That's the tag inside. If this had been in better shape, I could have sold it for over $100. As it is, I'm not going to list it. I'm actually going to toss it. If somebody sees this video and they want it, I'll ship it to you for postage. So just let me know. I'm just going to kind of toss it to the side for now. I hate to see stuff go in the landfill, but yeah, this is not in great shape. So I'm going to end this on a crappy note. Sorry, guys.
All right, I have 2 more things. I'm just going to show you these real quick. I got this from Alex. It's on the nice Russell Athletic tag. It's kind of a cream ivory color, off-white, not really beige. But this is a skiing one. It says Snowmass, and this is skiing at its finest. It does have the date on it. It says 1990. I saw this hanging in the basement with his other sweatshirts, and I was like, ooh, I want that. And I was thinking he was going to ask for like $30, and he only went 15. But again, the average was $7 a piece. But this I did pay 15 for. It's in great condition. I love it. I actually really like the Russell Athletic sweatshirts. I think they're really nice condition, really nice construction. And so I think I already listed this. I think I priced it like 70. So again, hoping to get $50 to $70. The only thing that would make it better is if it had like this crazy ski graphic. I will say, Angelisa, they were showing me some cool stuff. They had this amazing, was it Gap or Bum? I think it might have been Bum. Anyway, it was like a sweat. Did you see it at the house? Mm-hmm. It was a ski sweatshirt, but it had like the most amazing graphics on it. And it was either Bum or it was Gap. And I was super jealous, and it had like graphics on both sides. It was.
They gave you some fantastic pieces.
I wasn't expecting them to give it to me. I was just saying I was super jealous of it because it was really, really cool. I told them, get it listed now, dang nabbit. Mm-hmm. Okay, then the last thing I have, and this is something, one of the things I paid up the most for. I found this at one of the ARC thrift stores. It is dead stock. It is not vintage. This is a Levi's Pride denim trucker jacket. It's new with tags. The tag says $118. It is a size medium, and you can see it's got some really cool little features. Like it's got a little rainbow tag. It's not women's.
It's not women's?
No, it's men's.
Oh, no, it's men's. Sorry.
It's men's. And then the back, it says use your voice, and voice is embroidered in rainbow colors. Now there's quite a bit of comps to look at online. It has sold for quite a bit in the past. It is dated, I think 2020 was when they did a whole line of Pride stuff. There's some that are listed for a little bit cheaper, but I think because it's new with tags going into the holidays, I don't think I'll have a problem getting at least $100 for it. I did pay $25, so this is like probably the most I paid for a single item. But again, my average $7 an item, but this one I did pay $25 for.
That's a cool jacket.
I love it. It's super, super cool. So and I was very excited to find this hanging on the racks. So that is it, guys, for our marathon. We did 3 videos.
3 videos in a row.
I'm
done talking.
My feet hurt.
And now we have to do
wanna
our
sit
show.
down. Oh, and then we got to talk some more. Jeez, guys. Well, that already happened. So we're just telling you now. Go back and watch Sunday's show and you can see how tired we are.
And you can see how much we sold.
That's true. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.